Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's your boy Thomas, one part of Thomas Travels. Today, you seen the title of the video. We're gonna go over the pros and cons of Icon today. I got Mike, the travel lover, in the building. He was on the inaugural with us. Did an amazing job. Go check out his videos, by the way. Has amazing room tours for Icon. Also, a bunch of content with it. What's going on today, Mike?
How's it going? I'm happy to be here.
Hey man, I'm glad. I'm glad, man. So let's start off with one of the pros on Icon. My first pro is going to be the elevators.
The elevators.
Yeah, yeah. Like seriously, I like that concept, like the elevators. And then so instead of you going inside and pushing each one like a classic elevator, they got these screens that you see at like high rises and usually major cities. You just tell it what floor you go to, then it tells you what elevator to go to. Only thing is for people, you do need to hit it a couple of times if you have a couple people with you. You can't just do like a one for 10 people because it's not going to work out that way. But yeah, if you do that, you should have everything good. But yeah, that's my first. That's my first con.
Con or pro?
Our first pro. So sorry, y'all. So sorry. Late
That's
night.
your first pro?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the first pro. Yeah.
Man, what is my first pro? Man, so many.
Okay.
um, I'm gonna go to the stateroom.
Oh, okay.
So I know some people were saying some things about like the storage with the stateroom, but
Yeah.
I like the design of the bathroom
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
yeah. So like they have extra shelving in there, but I like how you can open up the shower door. There's a little opening. You can stick your hand through the little opening and turn on the shower without actually like having to actually step into the shower. So
That
I
is
like
so
that.
great.
Yeah. And there's a seat in there too. There's a seat in the shower too. So um I think that was pretty cool. And also where they have the towels are also stacked inside of the shower as well. I think that was a pretty cool concept that they have for the bathroom. So
Yeah, I did. I
and there's an
definitely love
outlet. There's an
those.
outlet in the bathroom too.
Oh yeah, there definitely is an outlet there. So like, they made it like a home bathroom for once. Like it really had a lot of storage in the bathroom, so you could actually unpack all your toiletries and everything. They had drawers in
Right.
there. It was real nice. The toilet area was nice and spacious. I really like you said, like that seat was really good too with the towels. But yeah, that feature of not having to get your whole hand wet, I don't know why it means so much, but man, I love that. Like that's you just peek in there, turn it. Oh, okay, and
Yeah.
then wait for it. Yeah, I like that. I like that a
Yeah,
lot, man.
that was cool that they did that.
All right, so my first con, everything was an add-on. I felt like everything was an add-on. We were on there. Like a lot of stuff is included, but also like you want to go to this place, that's an add-on. You want to get a milkshake, that's an add-on. You want to get chicken nuggets outside by the slides, that's an add-on. Like it was just like and some of it like the milkshake stuff you kind of understand if you want like alcohol in it. Like a regular
Right.
milkshake, I feel like that should be included, especially for the price. And then like the chicken
Okay.
nuggets over at the by the mini golf. Oh man, I'm forgetting the area by the mini golf.
The base camp. Base
Yeah,
camp.
base camp. You can only get like a hot dog and like tater tots, and then everything else is extra. I was like, come on, man. Like it felt like it was bar food. Like, yeah, like, I didn't get why you were charging that much. Also, playmakers was on there, which is cool, but then you had to pay extra for playmakers. It just everything just felt like just let me get a little bit more out of you. Let me get a little bit more out of you. And I was like, kind of
Right.
wasn't rocking with that. And then the Crown Edge, they had that at like $100 at first. Nobody was taking it, so then they had to drop it down to like 40. We were there, and then some people took it from there. But yeah, again, like, everything felt like, yeah, give me another $20, give me another $30, give me another $40. It just kept going up. Wasn't a fan of that.
Okay. Okay. So I would say as far as a con, um, man, I don't have a whole lot, but the Aqua Dome Marketplace.
Yeah.
I felt like with the different food stations, I feel like I want to say that's a con. I guess it is. So they had all of these different food stations, and so like they had one that had just mac and cheese.
Uh
And every time I would go in there, nobody would be in that line. So I would say, like, if somebody from Royal Caribbean would be watching, is change it up, add something to where maybe you could do like a mac and cheese sandwich. You can do like pulled pork and mac and cheese. Like, add
mm.
something else extra to the menu to where like more people will be appealing. Because I feel like just mac and cheese and you don't have anything that complements it, it's really not going to do well. So I feel like they need to change that up and tweak it a little bit. The Crown's Edge too. I agree. The pricing was too high. I think on our sailing, I think it dropped down to what, like $50.
Like they dropped it down to 35. It was 34.99 by the time they dropped it down. I
Oh,
believe.
okay,
Yeah, like
okay,
it went down a lot. Yeah, because when they first advertised it, and again, I'm not mad at them for how they did it, but it looked like a full experience. So you were gonna be out there like on like a jungle gym suspended in the sky. Y'all, please book it because it's a really cool experience. But I'm gonna let y'all know that experience is 2 minutes. Okay, like it is not like you're not out there doing a whole bunch of stuff. Like you are, like they give you the course, they have a camera on there for you because they give you the footage, which I thought that was good at least. Like at least they're gonna give you the footage, including the price. But they have a
okay.
camera on there for you, tell you to walk around, pose here, walk around, jump a little, you're off. Yeah, like it is a timed event, if you will. It's not just you playing on the edge out there. They kind of which also leads me to believe, why can't I play out there, bro? Like, do y'all not believe in y'all product? They just want me back so quick. But that's just me thinking. That's just me thinking. Like, if you believe in it, I should be able to be out there. If they're like, yo, bro, you got 2 minutes, hurry up and get back in.
Right.
But no, yeah. But like, it was still a really cool experience. Like my wife did it and she loved it. Like that whole jumping down, being out there, thought it was cool. So really like that part of it. But yeah, in terms of the time and all that, I could I could do without. I put it like that. Let me give y'all
Yeah.
one of the best pros I think though. A
Okay.
main dining room was great. I thought main dining room was amazing. I think it was the best I've been to so far.
The, the food.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I agree. The main dining room food. During the cruise, I went there probably about three times.
Okay.
About 3 or 4 times. Yeah, food was good.
Yeah, we went for breakfast. We went for dinner, and it was amazing. It was amazing. Like the wait staff on there for inaugurals, people don't know. Like they curate all the best staff from all over the ships, handpick people to be on there. Those people were amazing. Loved them. Loved them. They were
What
really,
was your
really
favorite
good at the
meal?
job. My favorite meal was the lobster night. It was great.
Okay.
I'm
Of
not gonna lie.
course.
I'm a seafood lover, so when they brought up the lobster, I was like, yes, let's do this. And then they had the lobster on embarkation day at the Windjam, and I was like, yo, let's do it there. So wherever I can get the lobster, I was there. I was there.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
it was great, but also like the drinks that were there, I was getting new drinks I never had before.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever seen the Big Lebowski. They have that drink called like the White Russian. I finally got to try that. That was great.
Okay.
I was trying gin and juice. Shout out to Snoop Dogg. I was just doing everything, bro. I was like, hey man, let me try all this stuff, and they brought it out to me. So yeah, but like the bread there was great. The food was great. The service was quick. Like we weren't waiting long for our food. I would say from sit down to drink was 5 minutes. From drink to entree was another 6 to 7 minutes. So you're not past 15 minutes without your food there, which is I think is great for a restaurant.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I think one of my favorite meals was it was, I think, Caribbean night. And I got some chicken breast with some rice, and
Mm.
it was pretty good. Lobster was good too. That's a given. Because I actually went the couple of times I went was because they had lobster on both of the formal nights.
Yes.
So I got lobster on both of those nights. So that was good. The lobster was good.
Oh no, it was great. My next pro, because again I don't have a lot of cons either, but then my next pro was dining outside of the main dining room. So we went to like specialty restaurants. We went to Hooked, we went to Azumi, and we went to what's the steakhouse? Why am I thinking of steakhouse? Chopped.
Chops?
Yeah, we went with the Chops. Those three places were amazing. Just Chops. The steak we got was great. The salmon at Chops, low key, might be better than the steak there, but that's some of the best salmon we ever had in our life.
Really?
And yeah, it was. I thought this salmon was impeccable. Like I thought they
Okay.
cooked that thing up something fierce. I thought they caught the fish in the ocean. I was like, yeah, this tastes fresh. Okay. And then
Okay.
Azumi, they give you just as much food on land as at sea. So like it was
Yeah.
so much food at Azumi. I'm like, wow, like, this is. I wish they had to go plates because I was like, man, like this is so much. But it gets to go. And then Hooked was just very fresh, great food. That's also where we saw all the higher ups at night, which is funny. We went to Hooks on
Yeah.
embarkation night, and we saw CEO, CFO, CO was on the table next to us, so they was just treating us real great for
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Yeah. But like, I do think like the other dining options outside the main dining, if you want something more specific that night, you'll definitely be able to get that on this ship. The prices weren't outrageous. I believe we paid $50 a person for Hooked. We did Chops lunch, which still included more than half of the menu, and that was $25 a person. And then
Okay.
Azumi dinner was the most expensive, looking at around $65 a person for us.
Okay. You did the hibachi and at
Yeah.
Zumi?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I did specialty dining. I did two. I did Azumi and Chops,
Okay.
both for dinner.
Okay.
So I did Azumi hibachi. That was really good. What I get? I got lobster and chicken breast at the hibachi,
Okay.
and
Oh yeah.
um,
Nice.
and then chops. I got a ribeye steak.
Ooh.
Man, I think that it was good. It was good. The food in both, like you said, the food in both specialty dining for me was good too. Um, I'm trying to think where else. Me personally, playmakers chicken. I feel like I've been on several playmakers. I've been to playmakers on several ships, and they're
Mhm.
all taste the same. I feel like their wings are really good, even though you do have to pay extra for playmakers. Like if you want that, like American style sports, kind of bar feeling with wings and fries, I felt like the food was good that I had
Mm.
at playmakers as well. I'm trying to think. Um, the Aqua Dome Marketplace, I really like the Asian spot and also the Toast and Garden. That was my no the Mediterranean and the Toast and Garden.
Oh
Um,
yeah. We went up there as well. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, like the Aquadome Market is great. It's just a little. It's not out the way. It's just a little tucked, if you will, because a lot of the food is like in the middle and the back. That's like the only one that's like up front and at the
right,
top over there. So like, you gotta be intentional going there. Like I don't think you're gonna stumble upon that.
right.
It'll
That's
be
true.
yeah. Like you definitely gotta know where that is. But once you get there, though, definitely gave me like Virgin Voyages vibe with like the like kind of
Yeah,
yeah, like the cafe, if you will. Like, it's not a cafeteria; it's more of a cafe vibe there. But I love it though. Love it. It's real good.
yeah, yeah, yep.
Like
That was a good
it,
addition, and it's free and it's complimentary, so that was good.
exactly. That was also nice having that complimentary. I know. I said one of the cons was feeling like the nickel and dime, but having that Aquadome market being included, that was a great touch to it because you could be up there. Like the Aquadome itself is amazing. Like the way they have it, it's great. I don't think there's a better ship out there for how you can experience the sea indoors. Like from there, from the Pearl Cafe, I mean, like the way they let so much light into the ship, it's hard actually to get a dark space. Where I feel like in previous ships, even Oasis class ships, um, like it can get pretty dark in some places, and they need to supplement that with light. But if you're trying to look for the sea,
Right.
it's kind of hard. Like if you have an interior room, um, and you don't have any sunlight or like you don't have any sea access, you have to usually go up to deck 15, 16 to get something like that. Now the
Right.
way the ship is, like, yo, you get to see the sea right at the Royal Promenade, which is dope. And then
Right.
yeah, which is dope. As soon as you come on, and there's both sides too. A lot of people stayed on like on the Pearl Cafe side, but there's another side too by the 1400 bar over there where you got to see
Yeah.
that as well. Which yeah,
And
like
it's outdoor seating too.
exactly. So you had outdoor seating there again. You don't, and you still had it on top as well. But don't get me wrong, like you had outdoor seating closer down to the sea, which again, just they really made this ship luxurious.
Yeah.
I thought we were definitely getting a really nice ship for what we paid for it for the inaugural. I'm gonna get into that later because I looked up some of those prices now, and it's like they charging almost a time and a half. Other thing I
Yeah.
love, Hideaway and Hideaway Beach. Let's talk about it.
I love the Hideaway. I keep telling people, especially with this ship, like they say ultimate family vacation. So they're not trying to be like the Oasis class. Like what Oasis class, you have the adults on Solarium. It's
Yeah.
quiet in that area. There's really not much going on in that area. It's
Mm-hmm.
totally opposite. Hideaway, back of the ship with the infinity pool, with the bar back there, with the DJ and the music that is it's an upbeat area. You can still lounge. It's adults only. You can still lounge in some of the lounges, but it's definitely more of an upbeat area on the ship. And then the Hideaway Beach at Perfect Day is like, if anyone's been to Virgin Voyages, like the beach club, it rivals that, in my opinion. Like I feel like the whole area itself, in my opinion, is better than the beach club at Bimini Beach with Virgin Voyages. So, and it gives you that same concept: swim up bar, DJ, adults only. So, yeah, I think I think Royal Caribbean did a really good job with both of them.
Yeah, definitely. If you want to know what Icon is, here's what I believe that Royal did. They said we love Perfect Day at Coco Cay. They started putting celebrity ships there because of how much traction it was getting. They were like, hey, we're gonna start putting all of our brands here. And I think around 3 years ago, they said, hey, let's put Perfect Day at Coco Cay on a ship. And that's
Yeah,
exactly what it feels like because everything that's
yeah,
on Perfect Day at Coco Cay, you have on that ship. If you want a nice pool, several different pools on there, like you have several different beaches. You want the slides, they have 6 slides, 6 full slides on there. Like, and they
yeah,
are included. Like, they are included. No extra price for the slides. They got that. And then they have Hideaway on the ship, Hideaway Beach off the ship. Hideaway Beach off the ship definitely gave that Virgin Voyage or Beach Club a run for its money. I think it's better. I'm gonna say it. I think it's better the way they do it. It's very spaced out. With
yeah,
Bimini, it kind of felt Bimini doesn't feel like tucked in there, but the pool area is smaller, so they have more rows back from the pool. So
right,
you could be like a good 50, 60 feet from the pool. You have to walk up to it. At Hideaway Beach, the way they have it spaced out, you're never more than a row, maybe a row or two back from the pool, though, because
right.
it's just so wide the way they have it. Like the cabanas, the free chairs, all those are right there. And then when you get down to the beach itself, they built a cove, so it's not like the waves aren't too big there either. And
Yes.
they really thought it out. And then they got the whole champagne showers thing there, which it's just these lovely dancers with these like champagne guns just shooting at you. It's great. It's great. If you
Yeah.
need to experience, like if you want to get away from your kids, that's the way to do it. Now, I will say the the only thing that you need to worry about with Hideaway is it is 18 and up. They mean that. So please don't try to, be partying with your kids in there. It's not for that. It really is adults only. There is no walking through it. I put it like, because you know how the Solarium, you used to be able to walk through with kids to go to like the Solarium bistro there. So they couldn't
Right.
like be in there. They could walk. There's no like Royal has made it. There's no reason for your kid to be a hideaway. Like there's nothing.
Right.
There's no reason for it. So like if you do have kids, it's going to be a little bit hard trying to get the hideaway if they're not of age of being alone just yet. But yo, I love it so much. Man, this dog is so vocal right now. You know, want me to enjoy my life. But yeah, it was Hideaway is great. You need to experience it. Is it worth that $99? Let them bring the price down a little bit if your sailing is $99. I've seen sailings where it's been like $35. I've seen sailings where it's been 50 hours.
For the Hideaway?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. We paid $65 on a special. So like they definitely do change the price on it. Keep checking it. We did rebook. So we did pay the initial $99 and then we rebooked when it was $65. So definitely like keep looking on that throughout your sailing because it's not going to be the same price all the time. Dynamic pricing, I have seen it help. I have seen it go the other way as well. The Royals going to figure it out. They're a big enough company. I got them with it. One of my second to last pros right here. Embarkation was a breeze. I thought it was going to be a little bit hectic because how big the ship is and how to get on, and they kind of only have like that one place you can get on. No, Embarkation was a breeze. Like walking on from the terminal to the ship at one of its busiest times, if you will. It took us maybe 5 minutes get through security, and I was with bottles that we had, bottles of wine to get on board. Yeah, it was real cool. Again, you can bring 2 bottles per stateroom, people, of wine. Don't try to sneak anything on there that's tacky. You don't want to be caught up, and then you got to go get your luggage down at the special place on the gangway, and you're looking embarrassed. Don't do that, people. Don't do that, folks. But yeah, like we walked through. It was great. The way that Royals Terminal set up for Embarkation. I love the propeller right there when you walk up the escalator. Looks so nice. You turn, you go right to security. You just put your bag down, walk through. You're good. They scan you. You good. You just go. Like you just go. It was constant moving, no dead space. Loved it. And we showed up there at 10:30, and they still were letting people on. So I thought because originally we had 11 o'clock, but we were there at 10:30, and they were just trying to get people in there, and I love that. I love that Royals back to that. I know during COVID times, they were really strict with how they wanted people to get on, but the back to just, hey, if you're here, get on the ship, enjoy yourselves. Got our cards quickly. Rooms. Was your room available when you got on?
Yeah, they said when I got on before my time too, and they said all the rooms were available. But that's because, well, for our particular sailing, there weren't guests getting off that same day.
Yeah. So talk to us real quick because you were on that press sailing before, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was on there.
So for that sailing, what did they do to y'all to make it available for the inaugural paid sailing? Like, how did that work?
You said what did they do?
Yeah, like did they tell y'all to get off like hours earlier, days? Like what time did y'all end? And then what time did we get on?
Oh, so our cruise was on the 27th, so we got off on the 26th. And so
wow, so a whole day earlier. Okay.
Yeah, that's the reason why when we got on the inaugural sailing, when we got into the ship, they were like all the rooms were available because they had like a full day to prepare the ship.
Okay.
So
wow.
Yeah, so what was that?
Oh no, I just said wow, that's just really cool.
Yeah, so that's why, like, I had got off and had stayed over in Miami, for a day for our inaugural cruise. So, but Royal Caribbean is really good with embarkation anyway. Like I've the couple of Royal Caribbean cruises I've been on has been similar to what we experienced. So even though there wasn't a cruise with people getting off the same day that we were getting on, like Royal Caribbean does a really good job with, especially with their large ships, with getting people off and on.
So actually, if you don't mind, I actually do want to ask you a couple questions regarding that. How did you get on those cruises? Because full transparency, some people were very salty about those cruises.
Yeah.
People were like, "Oh, like how are they getting on before us? We don't have an inaugural sailing anymore. Like this, that, and the third." I felt like we said at inaugural sailing, we got so many gifts, which we're gonna talk about later too. Yeah. We got so many gifts on there. It was great. But like, how did you get on those initial sailings that everybody was so desperate to get on?
Yeah, it's funny because I had people come up to me that were like diamond, like in my Facebook, because Facebook group, they were like, "I'm diamond, well, I'm platinum, and I never got an invite." For me, I I'm a I'm a travel agent, so I attended a cruise. I attended one of the largest cruise conferences every single year they have it. Um, and Michael Bailey in one of the like presentations, Michael Bailey had came up and to the like 1,000 people that was like in attendance, he was like, we're going to invite you all to preview the Icon of the Seas." I thought he was joking. I thought it was just
Wow.
like a marketing thing. I don't know. I was like, okay, we'll see, because that's what a lot of people were saying. Like, we'll see if it actually goes through. And yeah, like a couple months later, we all got invitations to choose. I got invitations to register for the sailing, and they chose different people had different sailings. So
Mm.
somehow I got on the one with the naming ceremony, and which was pretty cool because it aligned with me going on an inaugural sailing. So that's how I got invited, because I attended that cruise conference.
Wow. Okay. So for all the people out there who saying, "Oh, it's just given to you," you paid to be at the cruise conference. You chose to spend your time
Yeah.
to be there, exactly. And then for that, you just happened to be rewarded with this gift. But there was no insider deal, nothing like that. They just appreciated y'all for
No, I
being
mean
there.
there were other people who were there who got invited like months later. A lot of times when you're in like the travel industry, you got these sales managers that work for Royal Caribbean, and Royal Caribbean allots them a certain amount of rooms or people they can invite. And so
Mm.
like after we got invited initially, there were like a couple months later, other like travel agents or like media and all that, they started to get invited to the different preview sailings. And a lot of times you just got to have connections with people and ask to be invited. Sometimes you could just need to. It depends on what area you're in, whether you're a travel agent or you're media or something like that. You just have to be connected to certain people.
Okay. Speak about media. How long was Messi on that ship?
Probably for if he was on the ship for like before the naming ceremony, probably like maybe 30 minutes or so, because he got him and his team got off of a charter bus. Man, they locked down certain areas of the ship. Like that's how crazy it was. It was like when I was trying to go to the naming ceremony, which the naming ceremony was in the Aqua Dome, but you would have to be like an executive or like a special guest
Oh.
to be in the Aqua Dome area. So us other like guests, we were able to watch it in the Royal Theater. So trying to get to the Royal Theater is also in the same area of the ship, like in the front of the ship where the Aqua Dome is. Even though the Aqua Dome is higher up, they blocked off like every single deck. They blocked off just to allow for Messi and his team to be able to come in and go to the Aqua Dome.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
it
Okay.
was crazy, but yeah, he wasn't on there for a really long time. And it was funny because I was watching him do the presentation. I'm like, he has no idea what's going on.
Oh God. Okay, so somebody just told him to show up. He showed up, held a ball, was like, "Hey, here it is," and then
Yeah,
just got off. Okay, got you.
to be honest with you, that's all marketing. That's
Yeah,
all,
yeah.
like that's nothing. That's all but marketing and the partnership that Royal Caribbean has with the Miami soccer team. Like
They
that
definitely
man.
rolled that out for that. Like when he got here, I remember the day he got here, he was on a Royal Caribbean ship, and Royal Caribbean started this sponsorship with Inter Miami right then and there. So he's been part of this. He getting paid by Royal. Don't
Yep.
think yeah. Don't think for a second
Right.
it just happened. Like yeah. It's a lot of money behind this. Like I definitely see it. I thought he was gonna be on a sailing, kind of like how Katy Perry was on a Norwegian sailing. Usually like the person who christens the ship does the inaugural sailing. So I thought Messi was
Yeah.
gonna be sailing with us or something like that. I didn't know he was just gonna be like Hey y'all.
So with like Katy Perry, you said that she actually was on the cruise.
Yeah, like
Afterward?
she was on the Norwegian cruise. She did a couple of shows on there as well. I wasn't
Oh,
on that sailing, but I got to see it on YouTube. Yeah, like she actually like performed on the ship for
okay.
its inaugural sailing, and like it was like when they were like at sea, so like she was there. Like you
Okay.
can go see her different places. Like she did like different events like on the boat. So it was kind of like, oh, like if you get the inaugural sailing, you get to come see a celebrity. And I know somebody said that Mario Lopez was on the ship, was
Yeah, he was the
on
host.
inaugural sailing.
Yeah, he was the host for the naming ceremony. So he was there
Okay,
too.
yeah, I never saw him on our sailing. Well, somebody said he was on our sailing, but I never saw him on our sailing.
Somebody said that he was on our inaugural sailing.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, I was like, I was like, yeah, I never saw him. So dude must have just been incognito. But
Unless I mean, unless he was just in, unless he was in one of those those suites.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
but yeah, I never seen him
That's pretty
doing
cool
it.
too, yo. Like the way they have that suite set up. If you have a suite, you are not with everyone else. You are in a league of your own. Like they got that whole suite pool. Excuse me now. They got the whole suite section. Like you really can't go dolo if you in a suite, bro. Like no, like yeah, you could really go a whole week without seeing anybody. It's pretty
Yeah.
dope. It's pretty dope. So my last con that I have, because I gotta talk about this. The price. The price. We gotta talk about the elephant in the room. Okay, a lot of the stuff is included on the ship we're talking about. The slides are included, which are amazing. Again, those are full water park slides that are included. Hideaway on the ship is included. Hideaway Beach you have to pay for on Coco Cay, but on the ship it is included. All the food options, the Aquadome Theater, the ice show is amazing. Like having a round ice show, much better. I like that. I like that
Yeah,
having it rounded,
I agree.
much better. Everything was great on that ship. We paid a little over $5,000 to be on that ship. For
What kind of room
a,
did you have?
we had an infinity balcony, Central Park view.
Okay.
Okay, and we paid a little over $5,300 for that. That same
Okay.
infinity balcony for December sailing right now, not a Christmas sailing, just a December sailing, you are looking at a minimum of $8,000.
Royal Caribbean getting that money.
like this is not a joke. This is not. Oh my gosh! It's like no. We talking about real live facts here. I do not know how you can get somebody to pay that. I do not know. Like I was listening to another creator. I believe it was Fane from Travel Spree. He doesn't even believe that the Royal Suite is sold out for the rest of the time, and I can definitely understand why, because I don't see how you have this thing sold out the way it is. Like the way you're pricing this thing, I don't see how you can have it sold out right now. It's just way too expensive. Like I'm pulling it up. Like the cheapest sailing they have right now for that same room, it's $5,600, and that's a whole year from now. That's a whole year from now that you're looking that up. And again, that's for an interior balcony. Do you want to pay $5,600 for that? That's that's pretty expensive. And let's say you want to go this summer, right? Let's say you just want to go this summer, right now. You are looking at $9,000 for any sailing this summer on an interior balcony.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
crazy.
sorry about that. Yeah,
It's good
you were
now.
looking at nine. Yeah, okay. You were looking at $9,000 for an interior balcony. That I I I don't know if I could justify that price, especially with Wonder right there. I don't know.
So,
I don't know if you could justify that price.
man, the crazy thing about it is they say, okay, so here's a little insider. During during the naming ceremony, during that sailing, they were giving little tidbits about like how operations and things like that. So
Mm-hmm.
um between our sailing, the Nargo sailing, and until like March, then they're ramping up. So the suites may not be completely sold out during that time period, but they said for the rest of the year it is, and I kind of believe it, partly because when I look at other ships, when I'm like doing research for other people, and I'm looking at other ships, like those higher end suites be sold out. So yes, it's a higher price, but I mean, there's a lot of people that have money. I mean,
yeah, but like if
and some of those suites
that's
is
a lot.
only one of them or a couple of them on the ship, so it's not like
Yeah.
it's a bunch of them on the ship, especially those higher end ones. Like the family townhouse, it's only they say I think there's only one of them on the ship. So
Yeah, like that one. It's just like I just don't like you talking about like $48,000 for a sailing for those for those suites. Like we talk about like that's safari prices. You know what I mean? Like you can go see a rhino. Like do you want to go see a rhino, a giraffe, and a lion in nature, or do you want to get on a beautiful ship? But like that ain't no rhinos. You know what I mean? Like that ain't something you're never gonna see in your life. I just a lot of the price behind this, I don't see it. I do think this is a worth ship, a worth it ship. I do think everybody should get on the ship who wants to. I would just be if you're a family of 4, right? If you're the nuclear American family, wife, son, daughter, that's you guys, and they're like, hey, we saw this commercial, we want to get on the ship. I'm gonna tell you right now, go on Wonder. You're not gonna know what you like. You're not even gonna know what you're missing. Like you're not gonna know what you're missing, because you're not missing out on anything really. Like you still have you still have an aqua theater, you still have slides, you still have amazing food options. You're not missing out on anything. Like you might be missing out like on dueling pianos. I mean, like if your wife's a pianist, I guess but like besides that, like if you, it's like it's very niche things, and I'm like, I mean, I guess like if you want that, but like, yeah, like for a family of 4, right? Before any drink
yeah,
package, unless you get a kids sale free sailing, which again, those have a lot of blackout dates. So unless you're getting one of those, like I said, you paying around 6-7 G's just for a regular room.
So I agree with you. I agree with you as far as like some pricing is outrageous. So I would say no. Like if you're talking about a regular room, whether it's a balcony or not, if you're talking about $8,000-9,000 for just like a regular balcony, I don't care if it's an infinite balcony or not, that should be suite pricing.
Yeah.
If you're talking about $8,000, $9,000, that should be, if you're talking about suites, that should be how much certain suites should cost. But if you're talking about just a regular room, I would say no. And I agree with you, go on Wonder. Or if you want a short selling, when Utopia comes out, go on like Utopia, especially if you want to, or go on any other Oasis class ship. But if I've told people, if the price is maybe like $1,000, maybe $1,500 more than maybe say Wonder, I would say go for it. That's in my opinion.
I can see that. I can definitely see that. Yeah.
Right. If you're paying, say if Wonder is what for 2 people balcony room, you're paying maybe $3,000, maybe depending. If it's $4,500 on Icon, I would say go for it. If it's $4,000, $4,500, I would say go for it. Because the ship is amazing.
Yeah, again, like I'm not saying the ship is not, like the ship is amazing. It is iconic. It truly is iconic. They did not undersell on that. It truly is iconic. It's just, do you want to go in debt for a cruise like that? I can't. Again, everybody's financial situation is their own. But if just the average person's walking up to me like, "Hey, I saw you were on Wonder, man. Excuse me, I saw you were an Icon, man. I want to be on that ship." I'm like, "Cool, yeah, go for it." If somebody's like, "Hey, I'm trying to make a budget work for my family. I saw these like Icon commercials. Tell me more about it. Tell me how I can get on there." I'm like, and let's sit down and talk real quick, because there are definitely other ships out there that are going to get you what you want that you're not going to see a difference on. Like Wonder is still a beautiful ship. I feel like when the Icon came out, it kind of just disrupted the whole industry where it was like,
Yeah.
all right, cool, like this is what it is now. I don't think so. And also, that's another statement that I have. I think there's a reason why Royal just announced that they're building another Oasis class ship.
What?
I think that they saw what it is here. Icon is great. Probably get 2, maybe 3 of them out there. Let's see what happens with that third one. Announced one yet. And I think that's it. I don't think you're building much bigger than that. It's hard. I don't think you're building wider than that. Like, it's just hard places to put these boats. And I think they still want the ability to go to different places, which Icon was a great ship to be on the ship. The ports, though, not gonna lie, man, they were kind of lacking on the ports. But these bigger ships, you're not going for ports. You're going for the ship. To be very clear, like when you go on Icon, you're going for the ship. But like St. Kitts was great. But for our 7-day sailing, we stopped 3 times, and technically we stopped 2 that weren't owned by Royal. Like we stopped at St. Kitts, then we stopped at St. Thomas. That was
Right.
it, because very few places could take Icon yet. Like, it's gonna take some time to get these places that wide. But if you get on like Oasis goes places. Harmony goes places. Like Harmony goes to Roatan. They go everywhere too with Harmony.
Icon goes there too.
I haven't seen it yet. I know they have that Western sailing. I haven't seen
it's
it go out yet.
The same places that any Oasis class ship goes.
They're
Icon goes
gonna
there
continue
too.
it with it too. Let's
Yeah.
let's see what happens. Oh, you know what? It's right here. I don't know why they didn't look. They got the Cozumel one right here, which I gotta go to, by the way.
Yeah.
Still never been to Cozumel. Don't know how I missed that place right there.
Yeah, man, Cozumel's a lot of Cozumel. I've been there twice. I've done an ATV tour, and I did Mr. Sancho's. Mr. Sancho's is like a real popular beach club area. That was good too. That was real good too. So, man, I was surprised by them announcing another Oasis class ship, especially when there's been some rumors going on that they have been, talking about like replacing some of the older ships and bringing in some smaller ships. I mean, they might, because 2028 is like 4 years from now, so maybe they'll add on a small ship. But I don't know. That's because you have. You're gonna have Oasis, Harmony, Symphony, Wonder, Allure, Utopia. There's new one in 2028. So you have 7 Oasis. Then you have Icon,
Star of the Seas.
You have 9 mega size ships, like 9. So it's
I think that's how they're leaning, though. I do think, like, again, no disrespect to the older cruise class. Shouts out to them. They the OGs in the game. I think they want to be the Disney of the seas, and I know Disney has 2 cruise ships, but like a Royal Royal is the king of sailing, in my opinion. I don't think there's any place that's better for families than Royal. Carnival is great, but they not doing what Royal doing. So I think Royal wants you to be like, hey, bring your family here for a week. Very similar to how you bring your kids to Disney for a week. And I think they're just trying to take over that market. Like, they're trying to make sure they have something for every family out there in every budget. I don't see Oasis going anywhere. Like, I mean, Oasis of the Seas, their oldest Oasis class ship, I see that just becoming like, hey, that's going to be an entry-level family ship. And then Star of the Seas, the Icon, is going to be, hey, that's our luxury family ship. But it's just all families. And in that day of having the smaller boats and going everywhere, I think Royal might be getting out of that market, because they're like,
they have.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead. What's up?
I don't know. They still, because most of the ports that they go to take the mid-size to smaller ships. So they're going to eventually have to, and that's what especially with Royal and Carnival, because Royal and Carnival, they have like some of the older ships. So eventually, at some point, they're going to have to stop making these big ships and start replacing the mid-size to smaller ships, because they're getting too old. And you still need to go to those ports, especially in the Southern Caribbean, like Aruba and Curacao and all these other destinations that they go to in the Caribbean, that can't fit the larger ship. So that's why I'm shocked that they announced another Oasis class ship, because I'm like, man, they really don't have intentions right now of going smaller. I'm surprised.
I think that's where Celebrity is going to come into play. Where Princess and Celebrity are going to come into play, and those are going to be you're like getting into those destination spots. You're like you said, you're Aruba, Curacao. You want to go to like Grenada and like places like that. I think that's where Princess and Celebrity are going to thrive, and then they're going to start bringing those older cruisers there to those nice places. Again, they don't have the slides, they don't have the loud music. So if you want like a quieter ship, still with entertainment. Or we're not saying that these ships aren't entertaining. It's just like they don't have like the family, slide in the background, all that. Because for y'all don't know, that slide is loud. Like the slide area where the kids at and all that. That place is loud. Like it's just loud by omission. Like a slide makes noise. Like it is what it is. So if you want that, like, hey, I want like a ship that's like a solarium all the way through, I think that's where Princess and that's where Celebrity are going to thrive, and they're going to start taking over that. Because right now, the only difference between the two before this was just price and luxury, but they kind of went the same places. So it was like it really was different. So now I think with these bigger ships, again, you're not getting into all those niche ports, but you're getting into the popular ones, and then your smaller ones go a little upscale. Go into those niche ports, relax, wine and dine, do it like that. Those people are going to get that. But that's what I envision. Again, I could be totally wrong. World could come out here and just break out another Freedom class tomorrow if they wanted to. Who knows? Like I said, I don't think anybody saw this Oasis ship coming, especially when because Royal been announcing ships back to back to back. Like they just announced Star of the Seas like a month or two ago, and now you're announcing this ship. Like that's a lot. That's a lot. Especially when Utopia hasn't even come out yet. Like,
so my question is, where they're going to put this 8th one at? Are they going to? I don't even know if in West Coast if they can handle. Unless they're going to add it to maybe to Galveston.
That's exactly what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking.
They may have 2 or 3 of the larger ships now. So
yeah. I'm actually sailing out of Galveston for the first time this June. I'll be going on the Carnival Jubilee. That's my first Carnival trip, actually. My wife and I's first Carnival. So we'll be getting on the Jubilee. Carnival? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This will be for first time Carnival. I'm not scared of Carnival. All right, I gotta let y'all know that.
What?
Shouts out to Bernie Mac. I know Bernie Mac's Def Jam said, I ain't scared of y'all. I ain't scared of Carnival. I'm gonna give it an honest chance. The one thing that I didn't realize that they did was it's not a Carnival thing or a Royal thing. It's just a laws thing. They don't want to pay that fine. I did not know that you can't get your drink package for day 2 on a Galveston sailing and a New York sailing.
Yeah, that's Galveston. Yep.
Yeah, I was like, all good. I try not to pay for drinks out of pocket because it just gets expensive. But I guess I'll be sober as a gopher for day 1 until day 2 on there.
When you're in the home port, that even in other ports that they charge a tax, even if you get the drink package, until you get into international waters.
I did not know that. Yeah. Man, that's why I always be coming back with fees on my card.
Don't be scared of Carnival, man. Man, we need to have a.
Well, hey, Carnival out here having a crazy press run. Okay, I know that they didn't choose to have a crazy press run, but it's definitely good now. But 4 months ago, it was like every week it was the Smash Bros on the ship. it was the Smash Bros on the ship, and it was like, all right, bro, like, okay. And then like at first it was the older ships, but then like they had a brawl on Celebration and Jubilee. I was like, all right. I think it was like Magic and Jubilee. I was like, okay, easy. I'm about to say like, Jubilee just came out in December. I'm like, all right, man, how y'all fighting so soon? But it's all good. I saw somebody getting a little antsy even on Icon. That was hilarious. Little Pinnacle member was mad at the elevator. People was getting on. So people gonna get mad anyway. That's not to put that on.
I say it definitely was an incident on Icon.
You saw another incident on Icon as well?
So who was I talking to? I was talking to somebody. They would say, "Yeah, you didn't hear." So you know how you go into Windjammer and you have the guy, the guy.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I heard about
Yeah,
that, man. Yeah. Whoever did that, like I said, we got a podcast. My wife and I, y'all go listen to that. Y'all, I got very strong words for whoever did that to that person, because that you don't do stuff like that, man. You don't do stuff like that, man. Your mama should be ashamed of you. But yeah, that's ridiculous. So all the pros and all the cons we had, to wrap this all up. No, we got off a little bit. To wrap this all up, Icon of the Seas, Mike the Travel Lover. I want to get on Icon. What you gonna tell me?
let's do it. What sailing?
Got you. Okay, now I
Yeah,
want to.
look, Icon is going to make you look at, if you get an opportunity to go on Icon of Seas, you're going to look at other cruise ships, and I would say you're going to look down on them, but it's going to make you feel very, very different. Like
Definitely.
the layout of the ship, the entertainment, the food options, the rooms, um, just everything. Like everything about the ship, like it's going to make you, when you go to other ships. I'm not saying that you're not going to have a good time, but you're going to be like, man, Icon. Hey, Royal Caribbean. I feel like Royal Caribbean perfected like every single thing with that ship, like every single area. They did an excellent job. So anybody that wants to go on Icon, I'm like, do it.
Okay.
Do it.
Okay. And Mike,
Within reason with the pricing. Within reason with the price.
Absolutely. So let's say somebody's trying to book a sailing. How they gonna do it with you?
How they gonna do it?
Uh-huh.
Oh man, you can reach out to me. I'm on Facebook, Instagram. What am I? TikTok. I'm on YouTube, and you can reach out to me at abovebeyondvacations.com if you want to go to my website. And so all the links to how you can book through me is on all of my social media outlets.
Cool. I'm gonna also put that down in the description as well. So y'all check down in the description. Click on the links. Make sure you use them. Mike is amazing. Met him on the sailing. All he did was just put us on game, where to look for, what to do. It was amazing. It was like having a travel agent on the ship. But it was pretty
Appreciate
dope.
it.
No problem. Hey, Mike, again, we appreciate you for today, man. Thank you so much. This has been an amazing time. What's your next vacation? We gotta know. Where you going next?
Jamaica, land-based, all-inclusive.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, all-inclusive, and then I'm going on Allure in May. So Jamaica end of March, and then Allure of the Seas in May.
There we go, man. That's what I'm saying. Hey, y'all, never stop traveling. Again, it doesn't have to be all this luxurious high-end stuff. Travel to the next state over. Travel to the next town over. It's all travel, man. It's all travel. Get out there and explore this world. We only got one so far. Please explore this place. Love it. Enjoy it. Thank y'all very much for coming through. See y'all on the next one, man. Peace.
All right. Have a good one, everyone.
Bye.